Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. Welcome to another Engine Shop Takeover. Today we're in Fayetteville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, visiting Scott's Auto and Machine. We're gonna be talking with shop owner Scott Dooley and his son Matt Dooley, and showing us around this shop that's been here for over 40 years. These guys do a lot of cool restoration, vintage engine work, as well as a little bit of performance stuff. So let's go check it out. Come on.
No shortcuts, no substitutes, no compromises. Great racers and engine builders choose driven racing oil.
All right, guys, so here we are inside Scott's Auto and Machine. I'm joined by Scott and his son, Matt. Scott, great to see you.
Same
Thanks
here.
for having us in.
Yes,
Matt,
sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
We're excited to check out the shop here, and as we were just telling the viewers out front there, you guys have been around for over 40 years now.
That's true.
Here in this same location.
Right.
And Scott, you and I were chatting on the phone last week, setting up us coming down, and you mentioned that you guys actually got awarded Machine Shop of the Year from us.
95.
Yeah, way back in the day,
95.
30 years ago.
30 years ago.
That's
right.
so cool.
That's right.
Well before my time at Engine Builder, but
Well before he was even
right,
born.
right.
Before I was born.
Good point. Good point. But that's super cool that there's that history
Yeah.
with the shop and with the Engine Builder magazine and everything. So before we walk around and see what you guys do these days, if you don't mind just giving the folks a quick history of the shop and how you guys got into the industry, we'll start there.
Sure, I'll be glad to. So, 1984, opened for business.
Awesome.
And started out as just a one-man shop. And the machine shop was actually located in the rear part of the building, and the front part was an auto parts store. So, opened up, as I said, and started growing, working, purchasing equipment, and one thing led to another employee, another piece of equipment, and then before you know it, we had 5, 6, 7 employees. Had several mentors over the years that helped me, guide me in the right direction, and one thing led to another, and then of course '96, Matt was born and kind of changed everything, and here we are today.
Awesome.
Here we are today.
And Matt, obviously, being that your dad started the shop and is running the shop, you have that option to come in. Was there ever a time that you maybe didn't want to do stuff with engines or racing or anything?
It's all I've ever known, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I've been coming here since I was obviously old enough to know anything, right? So being involved in racing and doing that a lot of my life, and then working here as soon as I was old enough to be able to work. So
yeah, very cool.
Just really enjoy doing it with my dad, and it's being a family business and helping it grow and keeping it going. I really love it and love all our customers with racing and automotive industry. It's never a dull moment. It's always something new, and just we love it.
Yeah, excellent.
Sure do.
Well, guys, I'm going to turn over the shop tour here to you in just a second, but again, we told the folks out front, you guys do a lot of vintage restoration type stuff, a little bit of performance work.
We do.
But just elaborate on the type of engine work that comes through the shop.
Well, right now, we've got anything in here from some antique tractors that we're doing some restorations on, tractor engines.
Cool.
LS stuff, we all know how big that is. As you go through the shop, you'll see we've got big block Chevys, 455, got a couple of 455 Buicks in here, Olds, 572 Hemi, or Chrysler.
Yeah.
VQ35 DE,
Nice.
Nissans.
Yeah, you were telling me a little bit of everything. It truly does sound like it.
So it's a wide variety, MG stuff. So we work on a little bit of everything, or have over the years.
Excellent. Excellent. And then how many square feet is the shop?
It's about 9,500 square feet.
Okay, yeah, good space. Awesome. Scott, Matt, I'll let you guys run the show from here, and we'll chime in with some questions. So.
All right. I'm going to let Matt show you guys around, and I'll catch up with you later. How's that?
Sounds good.
All
Perfect.
right. Yes, sir.
All
See
right.
you soon.
What if your honing oil provided more precise results in less time on a cleaner surface with less wear on your tools? Introducing the first premium honing oil formulated specifically for engine builders and professional machinists. Honing Oil 10 from Driven Racing Oil.
This is the best honing oil that I've had. The cylinders are cleaner. They look a lot better. Even when we get ready to assemble it, the cylinders are still clean. I really do like it.
For more information or to order Honing Oil 10 right now, visit drivenracingoil.com.
All right, Matt. So obviously, your dad said this used to be a parts space. You know,
Right.
now it's kind of your front.
Right.
Front,
Yeah, so it used to
desk
be
here.
auto parts store,
Yeah.
as he said, many moons ago. So, like he said, it's actually staggered in what we call upstairs and downstairs. So this being
Okay.
the upstairs lobby
Gotcha.
area right here.
Cool.
And then back here we have where we do all our cylinder head work, all of our top end stuff, and some 4-cylinder box stuff. So right here we have our DCM where we do all of our valve work, guides, seat work, all that good stuff.
Nice.
Right here you have plenty of workbench area space and our assembly machine, more workspace. Just the way Dad laid it out, it's really spread out, so we have lots of room to be able to, have many projects going all at the same time.
Yeah. So this is mostly cylinder head stuff right here.
This is all cylinder head stuff
Yeah.
right here, so anything pertaining to that, we got plenty of cores here.
right.
If somebody walks in and needs something, we might have it.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's all cylinder heads up here. So
All right.
we keep everything kind of separated. That way we can try to keep up with everything that we
right.
got.
Right.
Our parts room is in there.
Okay.
Like our main, that's our seat and guide machine, our surfacing machine.
Nice.
We offer pressure testing for aluminum heads, all the newer stuff. Our pressure tester. I don't know where Lee's at. He's somewhere around here. There he is. There's our employee Lee. Does a great job for us. He also races too, so our whole shops here is kind of guided around racing. We talk about it every day and love it. So
That's good. That's good. Helps with the passion for everything.
Yeah, it does. It does. Our cleaning stuff's here.
Nice.
We offer what we call a burn blast service on our blocks and our cylinder heads, shot blast. Your typical downdraft cabinet and sandblaster.
Nice.
Glass bead cabinet. So that kind of takes care of up here, and then as we walk downstairs, this is where all our bottom end stuff and our engine building is.
Okay.
So you gotta watch your head. I don't have that problem, but somebody might.
You got the sign there. Oh, very cool.
So as you walk down here, it kind of opens up a lot more space.
And
Our
you
main
guys
piece
never
right here-
added anything. This is how the shop's always
this is
been.
how it was laid out.
Yeah.
Like he said, it started out down here for the machine shop. Then once the auto parts store moved out, he just took it all over and moved everything that he could and just staggered it, where he could expand. So
Very cool.
we just got that in January, so that's like
it looks
that's
brand
my
new.
new baby. So
Yeah, let's go check this out. So,
Yeah.
So you got a new hone.
Yep, new Rottler H85X. Man, we really
Very cool.
absolutely love this thing. Our buddy Hal Fowler with Rottler, he hooked us up and just use this thing non-stop every day. I really enjoy it. It's really put us into this century, I guess you could say, because man, it's sped our honing process up a lot, and it's fully automated, so I can turn this thing on and be honing away, and I can be boring a block over here and surfacing over there. Just as you know, this industry, it's harder to find skilled laborers and people that do it. So any kind of piece of equipment I can have where I can be working and doing something else, it's just, man, it's been a game changer.
Turns you into two people.
Absolutely, we love it. So
Matt, did you guys have a Rottler prior to this one?
we did. Actually, it's right over there. Our HP5, man.
So it still has some use. Yeah.
Not from me though.
Okay.
Like I said, this thing.
You're over here on the new one.
I'm
right?
kicking this thing every day. But yeah, we had that one. That thing serviced us for 30 years, I think.
Yeah.
And me and Dad, we finally stepped up and got us a new one. So like I said,
cool.
really proud of that. Really happy about that. How it's gonna help us grow our shop here, and
That's great.
as I start kind of taking over in years to come. So.
And you said it's just a couple months old?
Yeah, just the first
it's
year.
already making that much of a difference.
It's been amazing.
That's great.
It's been amazing. I mean, it's been 3 months, and I could tell the difference in the first week. to be honest with you. So
Very cool.
So yeah, then we got our typical boring bar, which is also Rottler stuff.
Sure.
Been here forever, and it's just tried and true, and it gets it done every day. So that thing's been good.
Very nice.
Some projects we got here.
Yeah, you got a couple blocks.
Yeah, so we do some crate motor stuff for the circle track industry in the dirt and pavement world.
Yeah.
So this is a 602 crate engine.
Okay.
That's in the process of assembly. Like I said, them guys, we're authorized to do the rebuilding of the crate motors. So
Yeah.
we do probably a couple a month, and as you know, that's what I do. That's my passion outside of the business here is racing. So this pertains to me, so I love doing these. And
I understand the getting authorized to do some of the sealed motor stuff. It's kind of hard.
yeah,
right?
it
It's
is.
kinda hard
It
to
is.
get
We're
into.
probably one of, I say, 10 or so in Georgia that do them,
Yeah.
or are authorized to do them.
Right.
We have a great relationship with the guys at what is called Crate USA, Adam Stewart, and all them guys there.
Nice.
So we enjoy doing that, and I actually raced their whole entire series last year
Nice.
myself. So
Very cool.
love them guys, and they what they do for us.
Awesome.
So typical small block Chevrolet assembly job going on here.
Nice.
We have a 60 LS.
Okay.
We just got machine package done on it, getting it ready. Another small block. Like Dad said earlier, we have just a little bit of everything. We got a 455 Buick in the engine room right now that we're assembling, almost done on assembly of it.
And does it get tough jumping from
It-
one engine to the next when they're
It's like a
little
mindset, really.
different?
I feel like you
Yeah.
have to, you kind of got to like your machine, you got to retool it. You got to retool your mind too. Okay,
Right.
I've got small blocks, I'm doing this, and then I try to stagger it where we can work on
A few of the same
a few of the
thing,
same thing.
yeah.
But as they come in, is how we do it. So we're all custom basis here. So
Yeah.
as it comes in is what we do. So like I said, one day it's LS, next day it's small block. Like I said, the Buick, we have a 460 Ford, we have a 35 model Jeep, flathead L type series Jeep,
Nice.
old Army Jeep
Yeah.
in here right now.
Very cool.
Like Dad said, we have some industrial stuff too. We do some small passenger diesel stuff like your Cummins or your Duramax or your Ford stuff.
Yeah.
So we did a couple of those last week.
And you'll do full builds, or is it mostly machine work? Or?
We'll do builds. Mostly the builds are our small blocks, the LSs,
Yeah.
that type of stuff. We
Yeah.
do build some diesel stuff. Most of them guys seem to want to do it themselves, so we do a lot of machine packages, as we call
Yeah.
it. We'll do all the machine work, provide everybody with all the parts that they need to put it back together internally, and they go to town on it. So
Yeah. Nice.
we got
Cool.
a Big M small block Chevrolet. Big M big block Chevrolet.
Yeah.
We just did a cam repair work on it last
Okay.
week.
Nice.
And the 455 Buick got going. All of our rod and piston work done here on our
Oh yeah.
Sunnin.
Yep.
The rod hone,
Very good.
the cat refacer for our line honing of the mains, and then the rod work, pin bore machine for rods to redo pin bores, all that good stuff there.
Nice.
Then just our old tried and true surfacer here. We just been sprucing it up and actually put some paint on it a couple weeks ago, trying to kind of spruce it up.
Yeah.
We got that home in January, and we started sprucing everything else up, trying to
Gotta make it match, right?
Yeah. We offer
Very
a
good.
line boring as well on blocks.
Okay.
Do a lot of MG stuff on the line boring, and then like 400 Chevrolets, small blocks. And
Got a good amount of cranks and cams back here.
yeah, we have a lot of core stuff,
Yeah.
cam-wise, crank-wise. We offer crank grinding as well. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but
No, I don't think so.
that's something that's not as common
Sure.
anymore. So
Definitely.
we do custom grinding on cranks.
And
we
do you
have
get a good amount of work from that
A
stuff?
good amount,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yeah, we probably do average of a couple a week.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, Dad had somebody who was full-time on crank grinding when we did more industrial grinding stuff for people.
Yeah.
And we also do work for other shops as well that don't have the capability. So
This might be a dumb question, but how often does a crank need to get reground or whatever?
this depends on how hard you are on it, right?
Or like how long can it even be reground before it's
So
you got to just get a new crank anyhow?
yeah, like on a small block, for example, you can grind those under to 60. So you can take them a couple times. Normally we don't do any more than we have to, so normally it's 10 or 20.
Right.
So if you got one that comes in and spins a rod or spins a main, generally we can fix it. We have a crank welder as well that we can actually go back and weld it and fix it, like a remanufactured facility can do.
Right.
Like I said, but we're on a custom basis, so some stuff we do, some stuff we don't. It just depends.
Sure.
But yeah, I would say it's hard to say. I would say it's really just about how good a care you take on it. But we see a lot of it.
Yeah.
We see a lot of them.
Well, that's neat that you guys still do it, because like you said, it's not many shops that have that as a capability anymore. So
right.
That's neat.
Right. And this is our line honing machine here.
Sonning, nice.
Yep. More crank stop.
Yeah, you guys got a good amount. You got a pile here.
Like Dad mentioned earlier, a little bit of everything. As you can see, there's a little bit of everything.
And now, so anything, I assume anything with a tag is assigned to a job already, but ones that maybe don't have a tag, it's there for your use?
It's for our use, right?
Yeah.
If somebody off the street comes in and needs a 3.0 GM shaft or something crazy, like, we might have a couple, it just depends on what all and a lot of them we actually went through and have tagged, cast numbered and figured out. That way somebody, like I said, again, off the street walks in, wants something, I know I can go back and find it. So, and we had it also cataloged in the book too to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Very good. But yeah, inside here is our engine assembly room.
All right. Now, is this mostly like your dad or you, or you guys?
Yes, this is me and him both.
Okay.
We just kind of trade off. Depends on who's doing what. He's more on the old school stuff, and I'm more on the LS and the small block stuff. This is a 455 Buick that he mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Nice.
It's completely a complete assembly. I actually checked push rod lengths and had to order some push rods yesterday. So that's the progress of it. Nice Edelbrock intake. It was a full build.
Cool.
And we have an LS ready and a small block ready for our next build inside here.
Yeah.
So
cool.
This is where everything is clean and close the door and all the noise and everything's off. And me and him come here and just
put it together. Yeah. Nice.
So, but the crank grinders, as I mentioned earlier, they're a Van Norman Storm Vulcan. Sorry.
How long have you guys had these?
They've been here, I would say, since the late 80s, I think is when Dad got involved in the crank grinding.
Okay.
So I would say probably late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Like I said, we do a lot of that.
That's awesome.
Then we have a flathead Ford build in process. It's actually being torn apart, getting ready to build.
It's cool to see inside these things.
I know, they're neat,
so different, aren't they?
They're so different. It's cool to see how things have evolved over the years, but how they took these things and raced them and how much, they're able to get out of them. It's crazy.
And so this is an example of a restoration that you guys are doing?
I would say it's a restoration. Yeah, it's going in, I think, a 40 model Ford.
Wow.
So
that's neat. Now, is that?
We have like a 500 cubic inch, two of them actually, a 500 cubic inch Cadillac, which I personally have only seen two of them that are here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Like you said, it's just, it's all about doing different things every day. So you kind of got to get geared up and ready to do this and do some research and figure out what we got to do.
Now, I assume this is stuff that you're trying to track down sort of original parts for. I don't know how much of it is aftermarket.
They still have some aftermarket stuff for those. Yes, sir. But yeah, it's it's harder and harder to come by.
Even like the pistons are pretty crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
We also do balancing. It's in that corner as we walked in there. I forgot to mention or show that.
We can go walk over there if you want to.
It's a little bit older machine, but it still gets it done.
All right. Yeah, we can go walk over there.
Yeah. All of our tear down and cleanup's in the back there.
Okay.
It's a mess. As you can imagine, any kind of tear down, and clean up
So,
area.
so you'll tear down back there, but then you'll bring stuff up to the clean room that was kind
That's
of
right.
in between?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so our industrial spray washers are in the back there.
Okay.
So anything to that point gets cleaned, and then to do the actual burning and blasting, we take upstairs.
Yeah.
That's just some of our inventories. Most of it's all customer jobs
Okay.
in line
Yeah,
to get done.
You guys got a good amount of work in front of you.
Yeah, we do. We've been very thankful, and Dad's built a great reputation over the past 40 years. So.
Yeah, and Matt, to that point, how many engines will you guys get through in a given year? Is there a typical number you guys are there?
Man, that's more of a question for him, to be honest with you. I can't keep up with it all. I would say probably on our build wise, we do say 1 a week on our builds.
Right.
And our machine packages, we turn out normally sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8, sometimes 10 machine packages in a week.
Okay.
Just depends on how parts get here, how things, if it all plays out well and
So
everything's
between
going our
complete
way.
builds and then different machine packages and whatnot, you guys are churning out quite a bit.
Yeah, we're doing as much as we can, as fast as it comes in.
Very cool.
We've been very thankful to be busy.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
But yeah, back here, I don't know if
So
you want to get in here.
Yeah,
It's
the balancing
our
area.
balancing area, yes sir. We got it all
Very good.
bagged up and cleaned up there, but
Awesome.
it'll be all for that too. So, like Dad mentioned, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of everything.
So Matt, you had one employee upstairs there when we were walking through.
That's right.
but
Yeah. So
mostly,
mostly me, all downstairs. We have 2 more guys that work, but it's spring break, so around here. So a lot of our guys are
out.
2 guys are out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Dad are taking up slack down here this week. But
Very good.
But yeah, we very thankful for our employees. We have some great people that help us.
All right, guys. So we just walked around Scott's Auto Machine with Matt, and Scott, we're back here at the front with you. Just wanted to kind of sign off with the folks, just knowing a little bit about the future of the shop. The next couple of years, you guys got that brand new Rottler down there.
Yeah.
Matt's obviously doing much more at the shop these days.
Right.
So, what's kind of the next year or two look like for you guys?
Well, it looks like we're in the reinvestment mode. Updating. There's a couple of areas that we may look towards getting into in the next couple of years, but we're going to be doing some updating on our boring and surfacing, possibly balancing and cleaning.
Okay.
So that's what the next 2 or 3 years I
Nice.
foresee.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And maybe grow into a little more mid-sized diesel, what I call light-duty diesel stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
So other than that, just wherever that next niche is for us to be able to grow and survive.
Sounds good. Well, Scott, again, we really appreciate the time.
Yes, sir.
And
Glad to have you guys.
yeah, we thank Matt for showing us around the shop. You guys got some awesome stuff going on, and really
Thank
cool
you.
space back here.
Thank you.
So, guys, we appreciate all of you watching this episode of Shop Takeover. Make sure you are checking out what Matt and Scott have going on here at Scott's Auto and Machine. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more great engine content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.